Greetings and welcome back to another episode of Q Points Podcast. Dropping the needle on Black music history, I am DJ Sir Daniel.
And my name is Jay Ray, sometimes known by my government as Johnny Ray Cornegay III. What's happening, people?
Well, I can tell you what's happening, Jay Ray. P. Diddy is, to say that he's in trouble is an understatement. We're now 120 more allegations deep, and the saga just continues. More artists that he's worked with are coming out with their own tales of working with him. But you know what? You and I were having a conversation about a video that we recently saw featuring Johnny Gill.
Yes.
And Johnny Gill, of course, we know, iconic, legendary vocalist, member of Levert, Sweat and Gill, also a member of New Edition, of course, was reflecting on his time and New Edition's time working with Diddy on Bad Boy. And you and I looked at each other like, huh.
That's right.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a moment in time. It's wild when you think about it now. One, that it was that many years. So that is the 20th anniversary of the release of New Edition's album on Bad Boy, which was called One Love. It was their 7th album, released in November of 2004. So we're really coming up on it on the Bad Boy Universal.
Ooh.
We got a lot to talk about there leading up to this record. But you know what's interesting about this album for me personally, Sir Daniel, and I do want to get in, have us get into what Johnny Gill said. What's interesting for me though about this album is I literally forgot. So there was Home Again.
Yes.
And then there was One Love. In my mind, they were the same album.
Same, J. Ray, same. I was like, when? So that wasn't on Hot Tonight, wasn't on the Home Again? Oh, huh.
I literally said the same thing, and I figured out why we feel this way, Sir Daniel. The reason why we feel this way, and this speaks to kind of the omnipresence of Bad Boy in that era between like 96 and like the early 2000s, was that, of course, Diddy produced the single from the Home Again record. And for whatever reason, I merged these two things together and was like, oh yeah, One Love, of course. That I remember the Hot Tonight that was on there. And I thought it was all 6 of them. And it wasn't until I was getting ready for this show, Sir Daniel, where they were like, only 5 members were in the group. And I'm like, no, that don't make no sense. It was 6 members in the group. It wasn't. This is a totally different record.
It was not. It was supposed to be a celebration of New Edition finally leaving MCA, because they had been with MCA for decades.
Yes.
They were finally leaving MCA, and they also got their masters.
Big deal. Yes.
Which is a huge deal for artists. You hear them talk about it to this day, about getting their masters, getting the original reel-to-reels in their case of their recordings. They had, like you said, they had not put an album out in 7 years. So it just kind of felt like, you know, Diddy and Bad Boy Records, as you mentioned, J. Ray, has been running things, for lack of a better term, for close to a decade now. They've had a great track run. They got this new deal with Universal Records, which that just was not a good era for Bad Boy, in my opinion, and clearly yours as well. But they actually signed J. Ray in 2002.
Yeah.
Guess when the album finally came out? 2004. So there's a 2-year gap. There's 2 years of being in the studios. 2 years of, I'm sure, photo shoots. 2 years of writing. And the only thing that I can think of, J. Ray, is that there was too many chefs in the kitchen. Because when you look at who was on the roster as far as producers, J. Ray, and writers, first of all, New Edition, of course, being the consummate performers that they are, are writing as well.
Mm-hmm.
This is not just like we're going to sit here and let you give us stuff. This is a collaboration.
Absolutely. They are New Edition. They have had hit after hit as a group and solo. They are seasoned performers. So by then, New Edition is 20 years into their career. They are veterans.
They are veterans. They are heads of state, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And so, of course, the album roster of producers includes, your Stevie J's.
Mm-hmm,
you got your Mario Winans.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Leslie, who is a whole nother conversation.
I'm ready to say that's like that's a whole other long conversation.
That's a whole nother conversation to have. Dre and Vidal. And funny enough, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis were producers on this album as well, J. Ray. That's a lot of chefs in the kitchen.
That's a lot of chefs. And of course, so the thing about it, and I think it was Michael Bivins, it might have been Ricky Bell that talked about this at the time. Bad Boy, of course, they weren't really keen on the Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis edition. So Jimmy and Terry only did, I think, 2 songs on this record, if I'm correct. Yeah, they did 2 songs on the record. And most of that was because I think, budget wise, Diddy wants to keep everything in house with the Hitmen, right?
Of course.
But of course, we know that New Edition is like, nah, like our big bangers is this week, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Like
that's magic right there.
How are we not going to have a record with Jimmy Jam, have songs with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis? But I do want us to talk a little bit about the moment in time that New Edition are actually coming into Bad Boy, because I think that does cloud what happened to. So in the late 90s, so this is 2000 and beyond, Bad Boy changes a lot. So by 2002, when New Edition signed, all the original kind of the OGs are gone. So there's no more Faith Evans, there's no more Biggie, there's no more Mace. Like all of these people who were part of Bad Boy version 1.0 have all moved on. And now we're into Bad Boy version 2.0, which Diddy had gone through. And because Diddy is the biggest star on the label, by design, right? He grew to be the biggest thing on the label, right? And of course, he went through his own challenges. This is after the club incident with the shooting and Shine. And so J-Lo. So Diddy is having a rough time chart wise in this era. And I remember when I heard about the fact that New Edition signed with Bad Boy, on paper, it made sense. It's like Diddy is from, this era of, he understands R&B. He's helped to craft some of the most amazing R&B and ushered in some of the most amazing R&B acts we'll ever experience. And it's like, oh, yeah, New Edition signing with him makes sense. And then, of course, we get into it and realize, like, oh my God, this is actually kind of a mess. Because Johnny Gill alludes to that in the interview of like, yeah, it didn't work out the way we thought it was going to.
Yes. So Johnny Gill's interview, he specifically recalls an incident where, and he always prefaces the conversation by saying, hey, I've known Sean for years.
Yes.
Which is true. They, if you're in the music industry long enough, you're going to run into the same people over and over again. Y'all are running in the same circles. You're probably on tour with each other. They know each other.
Yes.
They're in the same age group. So Johnny Gill is looking at him like, you're my peer.
Yes.
We're bros, right? And so he recounts these really ugly incidents where Sean kind of oversteps the boundaries and like gets really flippant with him. And he was like, hey, now wait a minute. Then next thing you know, they're having these knockdown, drag out arguments. And J-Ray, so I have a theory. As you mentioned, Bad Boy isn't really on the charts like that anymore. The roster is looking real funny because now the roster is made up of mostly reality TV stars. Diddy has transitioned from a recording star to a television star thanks to MTV and the Making the Band series. Of course, you've got, first of all, remember that weird moment in time where he had all these white acts, like he had Dream. He had, what was it Machine Gun
Was
Kelly?
it Donnie Klang?
Yeah. So he was really, really, like, I guess, trying to, of course, crossover in a major way by introducing non-black acts to Bad Boy. And that really didn't work if you look at the roster and who actually was successful. But I go back to the Making the Band series. Diddy has this television persona of the mogul and the HNIC. Everything, I'm the last stop for everything that goes on around here.
Yes.
And so I think he carried over that persona, that give me a cheesecake from Junior's persona, into a conversation with New Edition, who are his age or maybe slightly older, who have been in the actual industry longer than him.
Yep.
Are actual performers who have sold millions of records.
Yes.
Consummate performers who get up there and do a two-step like nobody else can. They can fall into choreography. These are seasoned professionals. J. Ray, it sounds to me like One Love was not a collaboration.
Yeah.
One Love was definitely a battle mostly with Diddy's, probably his ego and him trying to keep creative control over this project, when he probably didn't realize that he could have gotten a lot further if it had been more of a collaboration instead of him trying to bully some grown-ass men. And as we see here, so the album, you want to talk about the stats? Let's talk about the stats. Yeah. So they were signed, like I said, in November of 2002. The album did not come out until 2004. The first single, Hot Tonight, which was a battle in of itself.
Produced by Ryan Leslie, by the way.
Produced by Ryan Leslie, did not, according to New Edition, the single did not reflect their maturity, and it did not reflect the maturity of their audience, because they know who they are and they know who their audience is. They know how old the audience is. And this literally sounds like something you could give to a 112 or a day 26.
Right. Yes. So listen, y'all, we can't do everything here on YouTube. So what you should do is you should definitely join our Patreon, where we have a version of this particular show with some extra footage from the One Love era of New Edition.
Listen, J. Ray is talking really greasy on this unedited version. I really think you need to check it out, because he's in rare form and you've never seen him talking like this. I had to step back myself. I couldn't believe it. No, but on a serious tip, if you want us, there's things that we can introduce and play on the backside, but we can't do it here because we'll get flagged, and you know how YouTube does that thing. So make sure you're subscribed and come on over.
Yes.
Catch the raw, uncut footage. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. The cool kids are over there. Come join the cool kids and just, get all the behind the scenes juice that you want.
Yeah. Peace, y'all.
Peace. So the album One Love debuted at number 12 on Billboard's 200 chart and number 5 on the Billboard R&B hip hop chart.
Yep, respectable for a band of that caliber. And New Edition's audience wanted this record, of course. Yeah. And honestly, from a commercial and critical perspective, the reviews were fine. People were like, no, this is actually a competent record. Diddy knows how to make sure that a record is clean, that it sounds good, all of the above. So people didn't have concerns with the quality of the album per se, but it was some of this other stuff.
It was some of the other stuff we were talking about, the lack of cohesion between Diddy and New Edition. And so the single, which again,
only single
there
from
was a
this
lot of
record.
Contention between the label and the artist. They didn't really want that single to be the first thing, because this is how you're reintroducing yourself after 7 years of not releasing an album. This is not only how you're reintroducing yourself to your core audience, but there's a whole nother generation that is getting to know New Edition. That single, J. Ray, peaked at number 35 on Billboard's R&B chart and number 87 on Billboard's Hot 100. We're talking about New Edition here, J. Ray. This is New Edition. This is a super group. This is New Edition, Belle Biv DeVoe, and Johnny Gill formed to make Voltron.
Right.
At this point. And then so by April of 2005, the album came out in November of 2004. By April of 2005, guess how many copies it actually sold? 245,000 copies. Now, I think Johnny Gill might have sold that on his own back in 1985.
Right. With the record that people didn't
even know. You know what I'm saying? That's wild, considering that, again, this is a heritage group.
Yeah.
This is a heritage group. These are not some new jacks.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. When I put this in perspective today, we would look at 245,000 and think, oh my God, that record is such a hit. This is awesome. Right.
But physical copies,
right? Like, oh my God, that's really great.
Y'all did that.
Y'all did that. This is a hit album. But in 2004 and 2005, this is not it, right? And as a result, New Edition asked to be released. Like, listen, we want out of this thing. We bow out.
Grand opening, grand closing, literally a year, J. Ray, from November of 2004 to November of 2005. The span of the album, one and done. We are out of here. Let us out of this contract. That's it. Let's just wipe our hands. But J. Ray, who's missing out of this equation?
I'm ready to say, like, we haven't talked about the fact that there is a member, the Kang of R&B is not in this group, and we're not meaning that facetiously. Bobby Brown is amazing. King of R&B. True.
J. Ray, so we saw Bobby Brown in 1996.
Yes.
Part of the Home Again project.
And then
but where was he during One Love?
Well, so the interesting thing, so New Edition reforms in 1996. They do an album, Home Again. It's amazing. Everybody's excited to have New Edition back. So what do artists do, Sir Daniel, when they need to promote an album? They like, we got to go on tour.
On the road again.
We are New Edition. We're going to do all of our New Edition stuff, and then we're going to do our BBD, our Ralph T, our Johnny G, and our Belle Biv DeVoe stuff, and it's going to be amazing. Baby, listen. Those brothers was scrapping, Sir Daniel.
I believe it. I mean, knockdown, dragouts, but it's, in all fairness, in all honesty, they've been doing that since they were kids.
Yeah.
Which is to be expected.
Yeah.
You know, you've got grown men on tour with each other. Everybody has different personalities, their own egos, of course, and they're making money. So yes, you're going to have a clash of the Titans.
And that's the other big part. So yes, I know we did the whole thing about them arguing and not getting along. But the other thing was, from Bobby Brown's perspective, he's like, I don't want to split. You know, you have, when you're in a group like this, like, you got to split the money up evenly. Like, we're now, it's not 5, it is 6. So when you've now been a solo act for as long as Bobby Brown had been a solo act, those splits were also a thing as well.
And he got a lot of kids.
And he got a lot of kids to take care of. That was a whole different point of time in Bobby Brown's life as well.
For sure.
So Bobby did not sign on for the One Love, the whole bad boy era. But Sir Daniel, one thing that you said earlier, and I know we're going to get out of here in a second, but I do think it is really, I not ironic is the wrong word. I felt like New Edition fighting so hard to get from under the thumb and the foot of all of these MCA records, Maurice Starr back in the day, all of these people that were like, no, 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 we're going to hold you down. I think the other thing is going over there to Bad Boy, they quickly figured out like, no, because he's already trying to take control of stuff that we've worked so hard to regain our control. You can't have it.
You are absolutely right. One caveat. So like Bobby Brown rejoined New Edition right after they left Bad Boy.
Exactly.
And went to support the One Love project, what was left of it.
Right.
And they went on tour after that. But you're absolutely right. I couldn't have said it any better. These are grown men who have literally come up in the industry as children, have gone up against every monster in this industry that you can think of. And for, again, like I said, Diddy is at this time is really feeling himself and wants to take creative control, keep everything in house, of course, like you said, to keep it more beneficial for him economically. But these fellas are just like, no, you can't talk to us like Dub-An. We're not Danny B. Kane. You're not going to roast us and have us doing a dance battle. You can't do that with us.
No.
And so it's really simple. Let's surmise it, J. Ray. The factors that led to the failure of One Love: a battle of creative control between Diddy and New Edition. Strike one.
Yep.
2, the lead single did not reflect the group's maturity or the maturity of their audience. And number 3, and most importantly, there was probably just a lack of respect.
Yes.
A lack of respect for them as artists and for them as creatives in this process. So yeah, guys, I hope do you remember? Is it clicking now? You remember One Love? The album cover is white. They're wearing baggy jeans, which is weird for New Edition at that age.
Okay, so I do want to talk about that before we get out of here. That was also really interesting. So New Edition has this baggy, like it's like a
is it
weird,
Sean? They're probably wearing Sean John.
They're probably literally wearing Sean John. And they got, so if you go back to Home Again, they're all in suits,
white suits, yes.
And in this,
very classy,
right? And in this, I'm like, so are they the Locks now? I'm not sure.
They're looking like a combination of the Locks and Soul for Real,
right?
At this point. Not up to New Edition standards. Sorry, guys. But I hope you enjoyed this episode of Q Points Podcast. We enjoyed bringing it to you. J. Ray, let them know real quick how they can subscribe and be a part of our magic.
Absolutely. So thank you all so much for taking the time out of your schedule to hear our voices and take a look at the work that we're doing. If you enjoy this, go ahead and subscribe wherever you are. We would really appreciate it. Share the show with your friends, family, colleagues. If you enjoy Q Points, chances are they will as well. We would absolutely appreciate it if you supported Q Points. You can certainly join our Patreon. You can also shop our store at store.qpoints.com and make sure that you follow us on social media at Q Points Pod and visit our website to join our newsletter at qpoints.com.
You're amazing.
You're amazing, Sir Daniel.
This is Q Point. So listen, what do I always say? In this life, you have a choice. You can either pick up the needle or you can let the record play. I'm DJ Sir Daniel.
My name is J. Ray, y'all.
And this has been Q Points Podcast, dropping the needle on Black music history. We will see you on the next go round. Peace.
Peace.